So today we're going to talk about our favorite lenses and how we use them. Lenses are the best and most important investment any cinematographer can make. While its simplest role is to focus light from a scene onto the camera sensor, a good lens will significantly reduce flare, chromatic aberration, distortion, internal reflections, all while boosting color and contrast. Best of all, while a camera body may only last 2 to 3 years before it becomes redundant, good glass will barely depreciate, and if cared for properly, there's no reason why they shouldn't last 20 years or more.
First, a few rules to this guide. While all the lenses you'll see today are Canon, other manufacturers like Nikon, Zeiss, Sigma, etc. should have their own versions of the lenses, if not a close one. So go for what makes sense with your rig and budget.
We choose strictly on prime lenses. Why? Less moving glass elements means that a prime lens will have a better image quality than a zoom. Also, they usually have a wider aperture so that you can blow that background into melty nothingness. But beyond that, we love prime lenses because they allow you to engage with your subject in a way that wouldn't be possible with a zoom lens. When you want to zoom into a scene with a prime lens, you have to physically get closer to the action. And when you do, you'll notice new and creative ways to shoot and immerse your audience into that scene.
Keep crop factor in mind. All lens focal lengths are measured against a full-frame sensor like the Sony a7S. So if you shoot on C100s like us, which has a 1.5 crop factor, a 24mm lens effectively becomes something closer to a 35. That's an integral part of our lens choices, so it's something to think about if you shoot on full frame.
So now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about our favorite lenses. The 14L is a gorgeous wide lens that we use to approximate a 24mm on the Canon C100. It's rectilinear, which means no circular distortion compared to other lenses in this focal length. It's not our most used lens by any means, but it always seals the scene when we do use it. It's tack sharp, has neutral colors, and works wonders on the movie. You will get distortion on your tilts, so be careful or embrace it. Used for establishing shots, architectural shots, or when you're in a tight space.
Being that the 24L becomes an effective 35 on our C100s, this is hands down our most used go-to lens. In a pinch, this is the lens we grab out of our bag for 90% of shooting situations. And if you analyze our films by lens choice, that percentage would probably remain true. So what makes this lens so special? Beyond the beautiful skin tones and sharpness you'd expect from L glass, it gives you 2 more stops of light than a 2.8 lens, which is perfect for documentary situations. There's a slight distortion we love because it blends to a lighter mood and renders subjects in a really interesting way. It's also the best lens on the Mobi. Used for bride and groom preparations, establishing shots, first looks, gimbal setups, anything really.
Another beautiful, often used lens, the 35 is the perfect sidekick for morning preparations and first looks. It also makes for stunning footage on the movie because of the background compression when compared to the 24mm. And when the ceremony space is a little tighter than usual, the 35 will yield the most immersive of bows.
I know that I have found my soulmate and my lifetime partner.
Use the 35 for any portion of the day when you need to get in just a little tighter than the 24. Keep in mind that the compression will create a more dramatic image.
We use the 50mm at least once on every shoot, and it consistently creates mind-blowing images. The bokeh is simply perfect, and although it's soft at its widest aperture of 1.2, the background is so far gone that you won't even notice it. Used for first looks, first dances, speech reactions, bows, and action close-ups.
You nervous?
The 135 is a razor-sharp workhorse and one of the best value L prime lenses out there. The f2 aperture mixed with the telephoto focal distance creates this beautiful compression that adds so much drama to the image. The skin tones are perfect, the bokeh ridiculous. If we had to pick just 2 lenses to shoot a wedding with, it'd be the 24L and the 135.
I humbly give you my hand and my heart.
Used for establishing shots, bows, speeches, and action close-ups.
So that's our favorite lenses and how we use them.
As we've mentioned before, most other manufacturers make lenses with similar focal length and aperture combinations. So if Canon L glass isn't right for your setup, then use this as a simple guide to how focal length and lens choice affects our films.
As always, send us a message over Instagram or leave a comment below, and we'll answer any questions you have on our Instagram stories this coming Monday. Till next time.